Hey Ray, this is NAZ. Just a little more Conquest talk. I was just going to show you what I'm doing with my stack for the Conquest with my booming voice and my leader's resolve. I'll show you what I've got going on here. So I have booming voice, so when an allied unit in the leader slot uses an ability, all other allies are called to assist, which is huge. Some of you wanted to see what that looked like. And then I have power, which increases offense and critical damage. And then I have 2 stacks of leader's resolve, which increases max health, max protection, offense, and speed. So I'll show you what that looks like. I don't have anything that's really queued up here. I'm just going to run a couple of games in Conquest to just show you. The squad I like to use is Gas, just because I have Gas in the lead and just have him just mow through with his nukes. So let's get to that. I will. I'll get into here and I'll jump into Conquest. So I'm a few nodes into Sector 4 here, and as you can see, I'm not running perfect sectors, so I'll have to go back and figure that what that's all about. But we have a few days. So let's jump into Sector 4. So I just got off talking with a scavenger, and I have 2 nodes here. So one's against DKR, and then I also have against Republic. The problem with the Republic, this isn't one that I'm worried about. Usually I have the Steadfast, and the Steadfast just means it reflects damage right back to you. Fearless Fortitude, whenever an enemy resists a detrimental effect from a resistance ally, that ally gains heal over time. So I'm not too worried about that one, because it's going to take some time to go through. And I only have a few nodes to go through, so I still have a top and bottom, so let's just go through that. Here, I will clear the squad and select, and I'll bring out my gas team. And they're all at full life because I've been busy today. Again, thanks Snoopy for the footage. That was a lot of fun to watch. Alright, so here we are, and we get the drop on them with my clones. So I'll start out by using my form up, and it really doesn't matter, that just gives me some tenacity. And then I will use cover fire onto Gas to get him starting to shoot. He hits. So then I'll have Echo throw grenade. And we've already done a lot of damage just because of the power up data disk. But here's what I like to do is I'm going to go and throw out my force grip. And it just hits everything, and then everybody else comes along with it. So I'll just do a few basics, clean this up. And easy peasy. This is what I've been kind of running into because of those 2 leadership resolves. He's just knocks things out, and the booming voice just makes it that much more deadly. So we'll just move on here a couple more, because I have not ran into anything that's really even scared me. Now, when we get to the end to that boss with the Galactic Legend Palpatine, I think it was Arnold, he said what he used, and he very rarely uses consumables, but the one that stops you from using abilities. So that's going to be my game plan when I get that far, is to find one of those consumables, use it so the Galactic Legend can't just go and throw that out there. He might have been using it with Sep, but he might have also been using with Jedi Master Luke. I think they would both be pretty effective. So anyway, here's another Gas squad, and they have the Steadfast Retribution, so I don't want any part of that. So let's see what we have on here. Dark Knight Revan, Crim Machinations. We'll just go with that one. We're at 90%, and we're just going to keep on rolling. My clones, I think they're right around the Relic 3 to 5 range, but Gas is at 7. So of course we start out with Rex. I'm going to have him throw up his tenacity for everybody. Then we go over to 5s. 5 is going to go and give cover fire over to Gas. And since there's a taunt, there's nothing I can do about it, so let's see if we can get through that. Echo with a grenade does damage, and now we're going to do force grip with Gas and see where that gets us. That took out 2 of them right away. That took out Malik, and I missed who the other one was, but just keep on keeping on. So all of these are just retaliations. I haven't clicked anything. Gas is back up. I'll just have him do a basic right to Darth Knight Revan. He hits and cleans him, and then he does his second attack, and it's almost a guaranteed kill with both of his moves, just because of both of the leadership results. We'll truck right on through another one because I'm not going to be doing much here. So something else I really like about Conquest is with all these different types of scrap here, I use a lot of this scrap to go and try to get the electric, is it conduits? The pieces that you need for Relics 6 and 7 that seem to be a pain in the tuchus to get. I grabbed them from these pretty easily, which normally have taken me like a week or better to power up from 0 to 20. These things just make it fly right on through, so I'll commit, and that's what I've been using my tickets for it. So that might be a waste, but I haven't seen exactly what else to use them for. So let's take a look at here. We've got Night Sisters, Limitless Magic, so they get the Ichor on there, which stacks. That has not been too big of an issue. And what do we have on the bottom here? We have the bugs. I think I'll take my chances with Night Sisters, because the bugs, it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other, right? Because the malicious minions I haven't found to be too bad, because it seems to be just a buff for one character. You know, they're 6th man in. I think I'm going to clean up with the Night Sisters though. Yeah, let's just do that and move on. And I'm just going to keep trucking. 80% still plenty is what you've seen from the other fights. Okay, still get the drop, so we'll start out with Rex and throw up the tenacity to everybody. Got 5s. He'll do cover fire over to gas, and since there's a taunt, there's no options there, so try to get through the zombie. Echo with a grenade, and that drops the taunt, and gas is up. So let's go with straight at Mother Talzin, and we'll do Force Grip. And you can see they just keep hitting right after that. His first couple motions didn't look like it was going to bring her down, but you got 4 other clone troopers, or clone guys, 501s, coming in there to help out, so really not much to it. Arc's going to give the gun over to 5s, because why not? Retaliation with gas, that's a beautiful thing, because gas just seems to wipe them out. Okay, now here's Rex. He'll finish off the initiate, and then we're here with just the zombie holding his own. Let's get rid of him. Basic attacks, and that clears him out. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Definitely from what we saw from Snoopy with the cooldown loops and the discussion there, Booming Voice could be a lot better. I mean, can you imagine if Yoda or somebody was in the lead doing an ability and bringing everybody with on a infinite loop? That would just be insane. But right now there's so much damage coming out of the leader's result. I'm not running into any issues going through Sector 4. So I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm not going to have another video until probably Tuesday, and so I'll leave it with EOD to keep you guys entertained. Night Raid.